Alright, so I'm out here in the SAAB messing with the windows, and I had to kind of, just guess on how to take these door panels off, since a lot of people haven't done it in a long time, so nobody really remembered exactly how they come off. So I'm just kind of winging it here, and I'm trying to figure out how my window shattered in the first place. But looking at it, I think it was a lot of the sound deadening's problem, because it's old and it was hot. It's hot here in Florida, and it peeled down, and it was causing a restriction against this window track that sits up in here. And it bolts up there, well, screws, 2 screws hold it in. And then the glass sits in there, and it kind of like teeters. Like it goes up and down at an angle. It doesn't just go straight down. So, normal window, the SAAB 96 window kind of teeters on that hinge. Anyway, to get that off, it basically just snaps out, but all this stuff's so dang old. I'll probably make some door carts for this later, but as you can see, it's just a flimsy piece of board with upholstery. It ain't nothing special. I could totally replace that sometime, maybe with something better. And then this just is held on, this little sill piece. You want to take the lock out there, the pull, and it's basically just held on by these, and you clip them off. So if you have this upholstered, these are covered, and you're going to want to take that off to get in here if you're doing this. But later I'll probably take this apart again, put some sound deadening in it and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty much where we're at here. Just got to figure out how to get the glass in and everything. But my outdoor handle stopped working. I don't know if you can see that, but when I push this piece in right here, that is like just freely moving. It ain't, there's no resistance anymore. See that little piece that kind of swivels there? If that's locked in, it allows the door to be pushed. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I got to figure out something to make that work. We'll see. I'm going to try to, I'm just going to tinker with it a little bit, get it figured out, and then I can flip everybody back on and kind of show how the glass comes out without breaking it, hopefully. That's the plan. I'm replacing both with Lexan, so that's just going to go up into storage until I decide I want to buy, real glass for the driver's side, or maybe have one custom cut. I'm sure I could do that. But, alright, I'll catch you here in a sec. Alright, as you can see, some of these are busted. I'm actually going to be trying to replace these with a more modern style clip, but most of them are missing. But I was just grabbing them and kind of pinching them off there. Oh, and don't forget your little screw at the end. See? So as I was saying, trying to do that with one hand, basically I was just taking whatever I could and just kind of getting it over. And I don't know why I'm not able to do this now all of a sudden. There. Oh, well, look at that. Or you can just, rip it off. See? And the clips. They're just these little fellas. I'm gonna bed line those just like I did the speaker deck I made. I'm not sure how to get the glass in and out yet. Basically right now I want these out so I can see how the mechanism works inside the door. Alright, and this is that other part I was talking about. If you push these in slightly, you can see the pins, and you just push them out with whatever you got, really. See, that one already kind of slid down, just me pushing this back. I was just using a little drill bit. I think one side had two. There goes the window crank. Make sure, yeah, that's off. Just kind of jiggle it. It should come, yep, right out of there. See? And then if you look at it, it's just a dowel. So that's an interesting way to do it. I actually like that over the clip style. Those are a pain in the butt. That's pretty simple. I mean, even a little like flush mount screw would have been nice, like a grub nut or something. But I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so whatever. And then I think this one has two in it, so it's going to be a little tricky for me. And it's stuck. There we go. Just one. And then, of course, I just set my little drill bit down somewhere. I don't know where the hell I put it. Oh well. We'll see if we got another one here. Looks like we might be good to go. And there we go. That one's a square hole. Hopefully you can see that. So that's that part right there. And then the doors, I've noticed. Oh, let me get my little tool here. As I was saying, the doors are held on just by some kind of like more traditional style clips. But they're real fragile. They rip out of this if you're not careful. I'll just recreate these later. And then the top, they're all broken, missing. They rusted out. See, they're just these clips that go into this cheap particle board. They really tried saving money on this car, but if I'm correct, these were just meant to be little economy cars anyway. See, that one just ripped out. So that one, I mean, it's really going to depend on, you know, the condition of your vehicle. These might be in mint condition, you know. But then again, I don't know how much of this is age and how much of it is like water damage and stuff like that. So we got those popped out. Now we take this adjustable armrest off, and yes, it is adjustable. I found that interesting. So you can adjust the height. So the screw should probably be in the middle, unless somebody adjusted it. And voila. Then we got these springs that, you know, put pressure. Tall one goes to the window crank. The shorter one goes on the door pop. I don't know what this is in there for, but that's factory. And it looks like my my screw didn't really come out all the way here. There. Perfect. And now we can see, you know, the backside and where those rip out. You just got this cheap flimsy particle board, like I was saying. Seeing, I mean, I'm kind of thinking like, I'll just get, you know, a thin piece of wood and, you know, I'll just bedline that shit, because I don't care about that. And then just put these little holes in, and then just use a normal style clip, because they're just holes. So maybe a later project there. Kind of like that idea. But all right, let's get to looking in this. Now, normally you'd want to definitely replace this with something, but I'm going to be back in here anyway. See? And that's what I was talking about. That middle sound deadening fell down, but before it was caught up in the middle, so I think that's what led to the window getting broke. And then where's the... there we go. And then for anybody that doesn't know, that's how the window goes down. Pretty interesting. So somehow I gotta I'm gonna have to get that out, that's gonna be fun, without breaking it, because I'd like to put it up and save it. But what I'm after is figuring out how that door mechanism works in there. You can kind of barely see it, I'm sure. But let's look here. See how that one doesn't move and the other one did? I don't know why that is. And that's what I gotta figure out. So I'm gonna be tinkering with that a little bit, and then I'll cut you guys back on when I try to remove this glass, once I think I can figure out how to get it out without breaking it, which I don't even know if that's even possible. I might end up just breaking it, so we'll see. Alright, catch you in a sec. So I was inspecting the way the door works, and when you push it in, that's its lock mechanism. It doesn't like lock it like, you know, you would think it would. It lock, you know, it doesn't do that. So it like it turns and locks the inside, and it basically disables it. You can still press the button, it just like releases it to where that flap doesn't work, which is kind of confusing to me, because then what's the point of the inside little pull tab? I don't know. I gotta look at it some more, because it's not making any sense to me. But yeah, I guess I'll be looking at that, trying to figure that out, and then I'll get back to you guys when I get that glass going. Alright, so I couldn't get this fixed at the locksmith, because on the inside of the lock, one of the pins is bent and it can't be fixed. So to save some money, since the car can still lock on the inside, I'll just have to, you know, if I want to lock it, I'll just unlock it from the passenger side and then pull the lock up. But I don't plan on ever being anywhere where I have to worry about too much of that. So my fix is I just drilled a hole, and then I ran a machine screw in there and ground it off and shot some clear on there. So now this piece doesn't move, because if you lock it from this side, it makes it to where this moves and it won't open up the door. So it doesn't really lock it, it just kind of lets it move free to where it doesn't do anything. And that was my problem, I guess. Somehow it flipped itself around and then broke. But boom, score. Oh, and if anybody's door handle holder on the inside's like mine, you'll want to replace this screw. Mine was, it was so rusty it just stripped right away. The screw, I didn't use the nuts, obviously. And then these are the washers. Perfect. All right, I got the acrylic or Lexan piece, whatever you want to call it. It does get a little scraped up going up and down on the outside, but whatever. I'm not that worried about it. I'm a windows down type of guy anyway. But we got the new piece there, and this was a pain in the butt to get back in. That's this arm. But the way I got it to hold in is I just drilled holes through, and that seems to do the trick. So now, like promised, I'm gonna record the other side so we can see how to get the glass out without breaking glass. Alright, catch you when I'm doing that. Alright, so I'm here on the passenger side, and I think the only way to be able to slide this glass out, since it's actually held in really good, is to remove the piece the glass rides on. Not the actual up and down movement, but it's got like a little rail that's kind of like moon shaped almost. So I'm thinking we remove that, and then we can just slide the glass down if that's not in the way. So we'll just slide it down, and then it can move up and down. We should be able to flex it a little bit, I would think. Because I'm not going to be able to just pull it right out. I've got to get it freed up first. And that's the only way I can see that happening. And I really don't want to take that piece off again, because it was a pain in the butt. Got that piece. And then we got another one right here, I believe is the one. That did not want to come out. It just tore up. Probably run and get another one of these at the hardware store here in a sec. Alright, well that was a failed plan. That channel actually runs all the way up. And I really don't feel like trying to remove all that. See? Connects. Which I really didn't realize it did. So, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just leave it loose like that. And then maybe that'll allow me to pull that glass out. Alright, I think if I use a hammer with a scraper, I didn't have anything small enough, so I went out and got one. It's separated, hopefully. If not, you're going to see a window shatter. That did the trick. Wow. Now I actually got to take that off again. I think we could have pulled it out of the frame and done that too. And then up through here, it kind of comes out a little bit. And just like that, we got the glass out and we can put the acrylic in. And then that's going to go up in storage somewhere. I'm hoping that I can get duplicates made somehow. I mean, it's probably going to be cheaper just to buy some old ones, but it'd be nice if I could get duplicates. That's how you remove that. Now I'm gonna go get the acrylic piece and then we'll put that in. And just another heads up, if you remove that the actual piece that goes up and down from here, I actually had to take these out because they kind of interfered a little bit with getting it installed, so that helped out a lot. Alright, and just like how we put it in, oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. You want it on the inside of the bar. I gotta remove that. It's all rusty, old. I am gonna save this though, so maybe I can get some more. Screw back in for that moon-shaped piece, crescent, whatever the hell you want to call it, the guide. Lined back up. I bought some a new replacement screw for that at Lowe's. It would be this. Right, so the phone overheated and died. Too hot out. But finished getting those in. I only ran 3. There's one there, and then one there, and one there. Works, holds it in place. You notice how this one don't get scraped? Nice. I wish that didn't happen to the other one. And then I put some silicone spray. I just sprayed it all up and down that guard. Silicone, whatever. I suppose it depends on where you're from, you know. But I just sprayed it down there. You know, just shot a little spurt up in that too. But since we're in here, just like the other side, I already got them, so I'm just gonna replace them now. We're gonna replace that bad boy right there. All right, I got it out. I was a pain in the butt. Get the new one in, and then we can finish doing everything else to the car. I'm going to paint those little runner pieces that went up there, and then we'll throw everything together. So, I don't know if you guys forgot about these, but I got the scaly stuff all off. And we're gonna bed line them and everything just like the rear deck. And then once I do door cards, I'll probably just make those black. But, I mean, things can change, you know? So, for right now, we're just doing that. We're gonna get them put on because I'm wanting this car going pretty soon. I'm wanting to take it to an event, so we'll see. All right. Alright, I got that bed liner on there drying, and then while that's drying, we're going to go ahead and put these cards on. And that's exactly what I was worried was going to happen. This stuff's too flimsy and old. All right, that's how those go on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and I'll get back to you once I put the little trim piece on. I just realized I forgot the springs. They go behind the panel on the inside like that. But I mean, pretty much all that's doing is pushing this forward to lock that to where it can't slip out. But as you can see, it's got plenty behind it to where it ain't gonna be a problem. So I'm just gonna put these up, and then when I remake the door cards, we'll put them on at that point. So not really a big deal, just something you might want to keep your eye out for and not be like me. But we got those in. Everything's back the way it was. Just got to clean it up a little bit and it'll be fine. And then well, we're missing the trim piece. Alright, and I got these packs right here. That's what I plan on putting in there. And that's how that's gonna look. Not perfect, but hey, it matches the rest of the car. What can I say? All right, thanks for watching. Peace out.